Hi there, this is Luise Heinzel. Welcome to my channel Junk Journal Art and welcome to another episode of the Blind Date Journal project with Susanne from Bollenhut Art. If you have missed the previous videos of this series, please check out the info box. There's a whole playlist about this project so that you can watch the videos that you perhaps have missed if you perhaps are new here to my channel or to Susanne's channel. So as you can see, her journal has come back to me. It's here. We have something special here that we have to talk about, and we have something special here. So there's lots to do, and I would like to start with these things. So I have already unboxed these things because I've already recorded my German video for this thing. So if you want to watch that as well, of course you can do that. I will tell you something what is different in the German video later. So this part would be nearly the same except of the language, of course. So excuse me. Susanne has sent me some really cool things and some really unexpected things for me. For example, this card here. She has made this card in December and she has sewn an ugly Christmas tree to this card, as you can see. So this is a normal postcard, black and white. And then she has cut this fabric here and she has sewed this on top and also added this little bling bling here. And she made a video about this card. And to be honest, when I saw this video, I thought, what the heck is she doing there? I want to be honest with you, and she knows that. So I have talked about this thing with her as well, of course. And it's something like a phenomenon that things in reality look totally different sometimes as in a video. So when I saw the video, I thought, sorry, but what is that? I was totally, I would say shocked about what she did here. It was so not my cup of tea. I really, nearly hated it. I thought, no, that's not Susanne. It's not her style. It's totally different to what she's doing normally, but so different that I thought something is going wrong with her or with her art. And now I have this in my hands, this original piece, and I think, what the heck was I thinking when I saw the video? Because now, when I can feel this and when I can look at it in reality, it looks so different and so some kind of elegant, so Susanne style, that I nearly can't believe that. It's so crazy. What I'm trying to say is that sometimes, obviously, the things in the camera and in our YouTube videos look so different than in reality. So it's totally worth it to find a partner for this blind date journal project or for something else where you can swap some items and exchange your art. I think that's a really important thing if you have a friend that who is doing the same stuff like you, for example, junk journaling, to not compare your art in something like a competition way, but to compare it from this video thingy to reality. I don't know how I can say that so that you know what I mean, but I think you got it. So if you have the chance to exchange your art with someone else who is doing art as well, please, please do that. This card was such an eye-opener, is that an English word, for me, that I nearly couldn't believe it. It's just a card, but that changed my opinion about this totally, and it was really, really crazy. So I have to tell you something about this time problems that we YouTube creators have and the time problems that you experience perhaps when you watch our videos. So this little letter was written in December 2021, as you can see here. And this, what you can see here, is my Christmas present that Susanne gifted to me. So for you, that might be a little bit strange because now when you see this video, it's the end of February already. But because of this, shipping the journal and recording the video and preparing everything, there's a little time hole between this letter and now. So please don't be confused. So this says, liebe Luise, wenn ich so auf die letzten 1,5 Jahre zurückblicke, muss ich sagen, wow, was ist denn da alles so passiert? This says, dear Luise, when I look back to the last 1.5 years, I have to say, wow, what happened? I mean, there are many things that happened. Unsere Kanäle sind wirklich gut gewachsen. Bei deinem Kanal würde ich sogar von explodiert sprechen. So she says that our YouTube channels have grown really fast, and that she says about my channel that it is exploded. And I think I can agree to this. Our personal free time unsere persönliche Freizeit dagegen wurde immer weniger. Du hast den richtigen Schritt gewagt und dich selbstständig gemacht. That means that that the time for ourselves, our free time, is really, really less. And she says that I made a really important and a right step to do this, what I am doing here on my YouTube channel and with my Etsy shop for a living. And she says that she thinks that was the right step. And I'm really happy about that, what she has written here. We are really good friends in the meantime. We have talked a lot about this step that was really, I would say, dangerous for me, for my mental health and that stuff. It was important, but it was also really, I was afraid to do that. So we talked a lot about that, and I'm really happy that she agrees with me that that was the right step, that I could do this. And it means a lot to me that she has written it down. Do you know what I mean? When something is written down, it's way more worth than when it's only said. Was für ein großer, mutiger Schritt, aber es funktioniert, und das mit wachsendem Erfolg. So that it means something like the thing that I have explained with my own words here. Ich möchte mich auch bei dir bedanken, dass du immer wieder die Geduld aufbringst, mir zu helfen, wann immer es nötig ist, und wir dank dir immer wieder Kooperationsvideos zusammen machen. So she says thank you to me that I'm helping her and that I have the patience to help her. So sometimes, but she says that here by herself. Sometimes it's a little bit, it's not so easy, because sometimes I'm telling her something and then she forgets it and she asks me the same thing a few days later. But that's Susanne. It's not the problem. She's my friend, and I would like to explain her that same thing for 100 times if it's necessary. But it's a little bit ironically, I know that's not the right word, but you know what I mean, what she is writing here. And she also says that she's really thankful that we have some collaboration videos together. Unsere Blind Date Serie ist wirklich etwas Außergewöhnliches. Es ist unbeschreiblich spannend. Ich weiß gar nicht, wie ich das beschreiben soll. Nicht nur für unsere Zuschauer, sondern auch für uns. So here she says something about this blind date project, that it is something, out of the box, something that probably has never been on YouTube before, that is really exciting. She says that she nearly can't describe it, and that it is exciting not only for our viewers, but also for ourselves. Wenn wir unsere Köpfe zusammenstecken, kommt einfach etwas Ich würde sagen, Gutes dabei heraus. That's impossible for me to translate into English, because this says when we both are doing something together or thinking about something together and put our heads together, there's coming out something that's really impressive and giant and really cool. This word here that she has written only the first 2 letters is a German word. She means geil. And geil is something like, that's something like horny, but of course not meant as horny. But in German, it's the same word for, it's the same, if you say I'm horny, that means the same. Ich bin geil, it's I'm horny. And something is geil means something is really cool, really outstanding, really awesome, really, you know. And that's the same word. And she's a little bit afraid of writing this word, because in her generation, this word, of course, is something a little bit different. I mean, she's a little bit older than me, and geil in her language is something totally different than in my generation's language. Yeah. German language lesson finished. Ich habe lange überlegt, was ich dir schenken könnte, aber ich weiß, dass du noch mehr Sachen hast als ich. Daher gibt es ein Bollenhut-Style Abreißblöckle und ein paar französische, sehr alte Buchseiten. Barbara bekommt das auch. She has thought about something that she could gift to me for a Christmas present, but she thought that I have everything in my stash, and because of that she made a Bollenhut-style paper pad. I will show you that in a second. And she has sent me some really old French book pages. And she says that Barbara at 49 Dragonflies gets such book pages as well. Ich wünsche dir schöne Feiertage und einen guten Rutsch ins Jahr 2022. Deine Susanne. So she says that she is wishing me Merry Christmas and a good year 2022. Okay, so I've not expected that I can really translate these things. So let me show you this. This is this Bollenhut style notepad, or it's something like it's a tear pad, because it's meant to tear these things off. So she has put some really, really gorgeous and really different papers into this little thing here. She also has a video tutorial on how to make these on her channel. It's in German, as everything on her channel, but I think if you watch the video, you can easily follow what she is doing there. So, and this is meant to use in collages, or of course you can also use bigger pieces and include them into your junk journal. And when I saw how she has made these, when I saw the video, I was like, okay, it's nice. It's nice. Thank you. Bye-bye. So I was not so impressed about that. I mean, I want to be honest. And when we are watching a video, we can say, ooh, that's an idea I've never seen before. It's totally outstanding. It's out of my box. I will try that. Or we say, okay, perhaps I have made this by myself a few years ago. I made something similar a few years ago, and I was like, okay, yeah, I have all these papers in one place, and then I can use them, but it's not that wow effect. And I think that's normal when you watch video tutorials, that you have this or that reaction to them. This or that reaction to them. But again, now I have this stuff physically in my hands, and I've changed my mind totally about this idea. And that's so crazy, because this is the exact same thing that I have seen in her video. And now when I have it in my hands, I think, wow, that's so cool. I can take this, put that there to my table. Everything is in one place. And when I need a scrap, I can tear it out. When I need a special paper, or when I perhaps have some, I lost my words. When I don't know what to do and I need some inspiration, you can get inspiration from paper patterns or the voice of pattern as well. Then I can take this and I can flip through it and perhaps I get a new idea. And that's of course totally different if you have these things here in one area and you can take it away. Then when you have this loose papers in your shelf or in a box or somewhere else. And that's, I think, a really cool thing. This thing here, I think she made by herself. And that's also a thing that the camera can't catch so well. It's really, really cool. When you touch this, you can feel the different mediums that she has used here. Obviously, some, I guess, woody pens or those Faber-Castell gelatos, because but I guess that these are woodies because I think that she don't has the Faber-Castell gelatos, but it's some kind of a crayon, and you can feel that on this, I guess, matte photo paper. That feels really, really interesting. And you can also here feel nothing. I mean, this is really, really do you know what I mean? Thank you, Susanne. I have said that in the German video, but I want to say that here as well. I'm really happy that I have this, and I really like this combination of this grungy lace and this, yeah, fabric stuff here, and these flowers, these vibrant colors. That's a really, really cool combination, and I think that's something really special. And since I have this, I'm really not sure if I can use the papers in here, because this is such a piece of art for itself for me now, and that's so crazy because in the beginning I really didn't like it. Then she has sent this cute doily here. This is really, really cool. It's really thin. Oh, excuse me, please. Really thin, so that you can attach that to a junk journal cover, for example, really, really well. And I think this thing has a really good size. So I realized that when I recorded the German version of the video. So as you can see, when you put that, for example, around a spine like this, then it is not too high. You can still see something of the original spine here and on the bottom. This little thing here makes a really cool and interesting spine for itself. And when this lays on your table, then you have this part of the doily showing on the cover, and it covers up not too much of this whole book. I think that's really interesting and a really good size. And in this moment, when I'm talking about that, I'm thinking that's totally not planned, but let me just try something out. I have to see that without this thing that she has wrapped around her journal here. So I have to just remove that, because I think these colors and this doily and this whole thing would totally make sense to attach here. I mean, in a way that would have, I mean, my goodness. I can't glue that here, because otherwise the face and this whole thing of the journal would be really strange. But if I would perhaps put it here and something underneath so that you can flip it like that, it could be a really, really cool addition to this journal, I would say. But yeah, that's only an idea. I don't know if I'm able to do that, if I'm able to change the original cover of her journal, because this book, I guess, comes from her grandmother. This book that she has used to make the journal, and I'm not really sure if I'm allowed to do that, but let's see. So then she has sent these two things here. These are some, I think that's a seam binding, and don't know how this is called, but this looks really, really cool. It's really thin, and I think that makes a great addition to some clusters or something like that, or even collages, or you could make some ruffles out of that. And here we have those French book papers. This is obviously handwritten. I don't know if this is French. I really don't know if she can read what's written here, but I don't know. It's really, really old and it's really hard to read, but this says 1916. So, yeah, unbelievable. And here we have the different pages from her French books. I'm really happy that she has sent some French book pages, because in my stash I think I don't have so much French. And here it's, yeah, it's the same thing like I've mentioned before. When you have this in your hands, then it's so crazy, because every book page feels so different. I mean, these come from the same book, they feel the same, but this from the other book feels so different, and also the colors are so different. I really like those variations of those old book pages. That's really, really cool, and they are so big. As you can see, this is really, really big, and I think these music paper sheets are also really, really cool. So I have explored them yesterday in my German video, so that's the reason why I'm not so surprised now, because yeah, I just want to explain that to you. I'm unboxing a Happy Mail here. I am unboxing my Christmas present from Susanne, and normally you would expect that I'm a little bit more surprised about what she has sent, but I know what I'm showing you here because I've already done the same thing for my German video, so that you don't think I'm not surprised. It's a little bit hard for me to do that 2 times after each other, because yeah, I have to say the same things, and my original reaction, of course, can only be in one of the both videos, in the English one or in the German one, and in this time it's in the German one. So this is also really, really big. I thought about making some bigger envelopes out of this, just by sewing these pages together. That would be really nice to use as, yeah, something, an envelope for a Happy Mail, for example, or for an 5-item swap or something like that. So it's really cool that these pages are so big. So that is that. And then Susanne has sent this little cute thing, and if you have watched her last video, you know what this is. So she has written here, für dich und dein Journal, so that means for you and your journal. And this is an envelope that she has made following the instructions on my last menu that I have written for her. So you have seen her creating exactly this thing. I have wished for such a little paper thingy here with this flower, and you can, it's not a flower, it's some kind of a floral, no, botanical, what is this? You can see that, some leaves. And you can open it like this. And that's, isn't that just cool? That's so cool. And then you can open it again like this, and you have this little journaling space here inside, and she has made that for me. So I am allowed to take this and put that into my journal when it arrives back to me. And she has also created this cute envelope here with this little flower. And the special thing about this envelope, and I was so between my emotions when I saw this, she has made this envelope out of the first paper that she has embossed with her embossing and die cut machine. So she has this embossing and die cut machine brand new, and this was the first piece of paper that she has run through the machine. And I think when you make junk journals, you know this feeling of having a new tool. You have spent your money, you have saved perhaps your money for a long time to be able to get such a tool, and then you try it out for the first time and you are thrilled. And I know she was thrilled about this machine and what the machine can do. And this is the first piece. And I'm like, it's not fair. This is not something that fits into my reality, into my thoughts about our friendship, because this is so important for her. I am a little bit shocked that I have this paper here now, because I think this belongs into her journal or into her stash into a special journal for her. And now I have this here, and I'm really not sure if I'm able to take this and put it into my journal. So I'm thinking about a solution, how I can perhaps divide this, because this she also has made with the dies, as you can see. The first, oh, I think, no, that's not correct. I think these are the flowers. Let me check. Yeah, these are the flowers that I had sent her when I created this page, this one here. So I have shown you that in another video. So I have put those flowers that she has used on the envelope in my envelope here, and she has taken them out and she has made this flower. So I think I am okay with taking this and perhaps including the rest into her journal somewhere so that she has this thing back. But I think I could just tear this here and make a pocket, because this is already a pocket, in her journal somewhere. And that's a thing that I have to think about during working in the journal now. So this little piece stays here, and I will include that into my journal when it comes back to me. And now we have a new menu somewhere here. So it's here. This thing is always here in front of the journal, as you know, when you are following this series. And this time she has created this cool tag to write the menu on the back. It's really big. I can't bring that to the camera. Sorry. So this says menu for our third blind date. And she has worked with some structure paste, as you can see here, some really grungy scraps, some of these bling bling things in black. A little bling bling there. Looks really, really interesting. Also, yeah, this is also a really inspiring piece for me, because this is some kind of strange, because here are so many things going on that I would say this doesn't fit together. But here it fits together, and it makes totally sense that it is like it is. So the starter shall be a hidden paper clip with a mini dangle or a mini tassel. So in German, so she has mixed English and German. Hidden paper clip mit mini dingeldangel. Dingeldangel is not a German word at all. We have, yeah, I would say we have made this word by ourselves. I mean, we is the German junk journal community. We is my Facebook group, Junk Journal Deutsch, the German junk journal group on Facebook. And some people said the English terms are so difficult to learn and to remember, so that someone, I think it was Susanne by herself, said a tassel is a dingle-dangle because it is dingling and dangling around. Does that make sense? And hidden paperclip is something that we say in German as well. So, I mean, that we have taken from the English language to our German junk journal terms, and we are using it. So the starter shall be a hidden paperclip with a mini tassel or dangle. The main course shall be a Journaling-Karte dekorativ bestickt in Naturtönen. When I say this in German, I get some really strange feelings in my stomach, because this means I have to make a journaling card with some embroidery that's decorative, and that has nature colors, so nature-themed colors. The dessert says Blumen allerlei auf Vanillesoße, so that's a sort of all flowers on vanilla sauce. What? I think she has seen my curry structure paste, and she thought, okay, curry is smelling like curry. She loves vanilla, so she thinks I can do something with vanilla. But I'm really not sure how to do that, because vanilla is, yeah, you know, it's liquid, or you have this longer piece where you take the knife and scratch the vanilla thingies out of it. I really don't know how to do this and how to solve this problem, but she says that she is excited about the smell of this, and she asked me if she has mentioned that she loves vanilla. Okay, so let's do that. So the first thing that we have to do is the starter, of course. We have to create a hidden paper clip with a mini tassel or something like that, or a mini dangle. And what I want to mention before I do that is when I had this journal here yesterday when I recorded the German video, and I flipped through it again for the first time. I mean, for the first time since it's back to me, but again because it was here a few weeks ago. I was really shocked. Some pages, I mean here, for example, happened nothing. But some of those pages where nothing happened feel totally different now when I have this in my hands again. It's so strange. It feels like I'm more familiar with this. No, that's not the word. Louise. Like I'm more a friend now with this journal. It feels like this journal is not only Susanne's journal, but also in the meantime it became a little bit my journal as well. It's really hard to explain. Even in German it's hard to explain. This time it's not because of the English language, but when I see this page, I have not seen that for a very long time because, yeah, when I created it, I've sent the journal back to Susanne. It was something in between. I had to do other projects, and now I'm looking at this page and I think, oh, looks not so bad. Who has made this? Of course, I know that I have made this, but I see this with totally different eyes. And I think that's also a thing that you can do if you perhaps struggle with some of your creations in your junk journals or something like that. Put the journal away and put it away for a few weeks and then take it back to your desk and look at the page, and you will perhaps see some things that you want to change, or that you now like, or that you now don't like, that you have not seen before. I think it's a really good thing to have some time distance to your journal pages, and even the pages that you like. I mean, I've sent this to her and I liked it. I was really happy with this page, how that came out. But when I see it again, it's a totally different feeling. I'm also a little bit proud that it is here, and that's a really cool thing to experience. So if you have the chance, put that away and look at it a few weeks later. Yeah, okay, so but before I come to this page, I have to flip it like this, because in between of these both pages, there's my German starter, and I want to show you that in the end. So also this thing brought me to the idea to write to Susanne's menu. Oh my goodness, that she has to create something like this for me in green. So as you can see, it's the same thing, or the same technique she has used here. And since I have this, I can see this with totally different eyes. It's so crazy. This matches really well on the one hand, and on the other hand, it's totally different. It's her style. You can see she has made this and this. It's totally crazy because there are so different colors, but it's her style. And that's such a crazy experience. And then I saw this pocket and I thought, was that there the last time when I saw the journal as well? That was so crazy. I have totally forgot this pocket. Yeah. Okay, so yeah. And also the things that I liked when I first saw the video, I was like, perhaps when I see it again, I know that it is here. I'm not that surprised because I see it for not the first time. And now I look at this and I think I'm as thrilled about, for example, this thing here as I was when I saw it the first time, and that's totally crazy. And also, again, to see those things in reality that Susanne has made in her videos is really, really crazy. So this tag, for example, looks so beautiful in reality. The camera can't catch that, and I think my camera can't catch that as well. Yeah, we will have this problem until the end of our lives, because you can only see our videos and not this real piece. But it's so cool. This is such an inspirational tag. I really love it. And also this idea to put Barbara's tags here to the background in such a really, yeah, I would say simple way, but this looks so cool. I really, really like that, how she used those tags from Barbara's kit. And also this place where she has put this, I made this little pocket thing here out of one of Barbara's printable sheets as well, and I think this matches this tag really, really well. The colors here, this little flower and this color here matches each other really well, also this background. And now we have this yellow here that's peeking out here because I've teared something here. Oh my goodness, what happened here? Oh my goodness, what happened here? This is gluing together. Oh no! Okay, so I have solved it. So I have teared something here. I will tell you in a second why. And I've glued this little piece of paper. This was the paper that Susanne has wrapped her journal in. And I've taken this, and when I have teared this, I realized that this purple or this rosé from this strange lace comes through here now, and it fits to this flower here, as you can see. Now we have Barbara. Barbara, attention. We have 1, 2, 3 purple things on this page now. Barbara, hopefully you are proud. So I would say this would make sense now. When this page was in here, it was like, yeah, nearly like this. And this third purple element is now here, and I think that makes a really big difference. So I will tell you why I have teared this page and collaged something here back to the page. So that's because Susanne has put a paper clip into this journal on a page where I have to change something. So we have figured that out, that this could be a really cool idea, an additional idea to this blind date journal project. And we have made a little paper clip, and each of us has put the paper clip to one page that the other one has to change something that she don't likes. So she has gave me this. What's going on here today? She has given me this page, and she has put her paperclip here that says, "Dear Louise, you have to change something on this page that you don't like." And this page originally was this background page here with those black circles, and I have put this golden pattern on top. This is a belly band now. As you can see, you can put something behind here, and I've created this little thing here that says in German ein. It's so difficult to explain because it's a German, some kind of word experimental joke. No, not joke, but this. I try to explain that in English. So when you read it without the E, it says ein Art Buch. That means an art book. When you put it like this, it says eine Art Buch. Ein Art Buch. Eine Art Buch. Can you hear this different sound of this sentence when I say that in German? Ein Art Buch, an art book. eine Art Buch means some kind of book. And that's in German, because the word art means both. It means Kunst and some kind of. Eine Art is some kind of. And that's a word puzzle playing thing. I don't know how to explain that. And I made this little dangle here. So, you can see that. And, so I have already changed this page, and that's the reason why I have teared the other page out, so that I can use that here. And, excuse me, please. The strange thing about this page was, I've never expected that Susanne would put her paperclip to this page, because, this page was perfect before I glued this on top, and I really had problems to find something to don't destroy the page. So I think now I like it even better than before, but when I saw the page and I thought, okay, I have to change something, I was a little bit confused, because what to change if you like the page? That's really strange. Okay, so let's come to this thing. We have to create the starter. A hidden paperclip with a mini tassel. Yesterday, I tried to record the German video. And this page is my result of the German video. So please search for the paperclip. Can you see it? If you want to watch the German video, I think you can follow the video if I tell you something in this video in English, so that you are not too confused when you watch it, because I had so many problems and so many struggles and that stuff. So the paperclip is here, this turquoise thing. And I tried to make it hidden by taking some embroidery thread in turquoise and making some knots around the paperclip. First of all, I've taken it apart a little bit. As you can see, it's not the original shape of a paperclip. I've bounded it a little bit, and then I've made some knots and that stuff, and brought the embroidery thread around the paperclip with these little beads as well. And then originally I wanted to use this piece here as a part of this and as a contrast color for this. I wanted to put that here on top to let this hang there, and use the paperclip as something that I can use to attach it to my page. But then I realized that that absolutely wouldn't work, and I came to the idea to make this little guy here after hours of thinking, of struggling, of, I can't tell you. So I have used some structure, some crackle paste here in the background, and I made this color here with some Distress Oxide inks and some water. I'm really happy how that came out, even if it's a little bit thick. As you can see, the pages, you can see nothing. The pages are a little bit strange, but I have to close the journal later and put something heavy on top to make sure that the pages get a little bit more flat in the end. But I think Susanne will like this grungy style of the page. I hope so. I'm really happy how this turned out. And in the end, I liked it, but this process was a totally disaster. So my mini tassel is here again. So it's not a tassel, it's a dangle or something like that. If I've just taken this bulb pin and added some of these little things there and included that here to my paperclip, because it said paperclip with mini tassel, so, or mini dangle, so it has to be together here somewhere. This little face here, this beautiful face, comes from Barbara's shop, as well as some other things here, or many other things in this journal. So I wanted to have something as a focal point for this whole thing, so that this, and this can be a triangle. As you can see, when you would put a line in between of these three elements, then you would have a triangle. And I needed something that the eye goes first to, and then the eye can explore the rest of the page. And this thing here, by the way, is the pocket that Susanne has created. So I have tried to bring my things around her pocket, and also with the colors that she has used for her pocket. And I'm really hoping that she will like this, because this turquoise green is normally totally not her cup of tea. She isn't liking this color, but perhaps she likes this. I hope so. So in the last video that she has shown you, or in one of the last videos, I can't remember, she has made these little strips with these words, because that was part of the last menu that she had to create. And I would like to use those for, I don't know, perhaps the starter now, or perhaps the main course or the dessert. I don't know until now, but I have to put them here to my table so that I can see them, and that I have them on hand when I need them.